Hi there. You probably already know I'm a microbiologist. I find microbes fascinating. And one of the fascinating things about microbes is that they don't just cause diseases, they do pretty cool stuff. So take for example baker's yeast, Saccharomyces cerevisiae. That's what it's called. Yeast, when you add it to dough, it will ferment the sugars that are in the dough and produce carbon dioxide. Now, the gas gets trapped in the dough, creating bubbles that cause the dough to expand. So that's what happens when your dough rises. Now, guess what? The yeast requires specific conditions for it to ferment the sugar. If, for example, the temperature is not right, fermentation won't take place. If it's too hot, the yeast will die. If it's too cold, it won't work. And the right sugars, the right nutrients must be present as well. So imagine you want to make bake bread, and all you're thinking about is, oh, I want the dough to rise. I want the dough to rise. I want the dough to rise. And then you're not thinking about how do I get the dough to rise. You didn't pay attention to temperature. You didn't pay attention to the presence of the right fermentable sugars in the dough. What do you think is going to happen? Yep, nothing. Nothing will happen because you didn't pay attention to the process. You see, in life, there are times when we pay so much attention to the outcome that we forget about the process. And then at the end of the day, we get disappointed because the process is what creates the outcome and not your desire for it. In First Corinthians 3 6, Apostle Paul said, I planted, Apollos watered, but God gave the increase. You see, Paul understood something very important. He understood that our responsibility is the process and God gives the outcome. Stop stressing about the outcome. Focus on creating the right environment for your process to translate to your desired outcome. Focus on your daily habits. Remove all distractions that take you away from what truly matters. Plant, water, steward the process, and trust God for the outcome. Like the yeast, keep working because the dough will rise. Till we meet again, my name is Temitope Ashamo. Bye.